What are archetypes? Archetypes are different generalization of characters that share the same core game plan. All characters usually have punches, kicks, can move back, forward, jump and crouch in fighting games, but that's where the similarity ends. If I wanted to do mix-ups, I would have to think about doing things that would put you into a 50-50. Some characters are better at being grapplers, which enforces a different 50-50. But if I don't have these skill traits for this, I would have to think about Rushdown, fishing for counter hit or poking to open up your defense. Some characters require stances or other things that are unique to them. Some have it all where sometimes it makes them top tier, but that's a video idea for the possible future. If you lot want me to do a video like that, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Now on to today's topic.
My love!
Grapplers. These characters have good movesets but rely on command grabs to inflict damage or to mix you up. Most command grabs in 2D fighting games are usually unbreakable, but in 3D fighting games most are breakable, but it requires a unique input which can throw your opponent off their game. Example, King would want to do giant swing, tombstone or multi-throws that have different unique input to break each one of those throws. Wolf will do a burning hammer, which is the most damaging throw in the game.
Burning hammer!
Wolf is likely to do a throw in a match because his throw game is very strong. Ashroth has great throw options in Soul Calibur. In DOA, Bass and Tina are at the forefront when it comes to grapplers at mind in DOA. Let's talk about G in Street Fighter 5. He is so much more dangerous with a command grab, which is why when he is close to you, you think, should I jump to avoid an unbreakable command grab or stay grounded and eat a lot of damage? Other notable characters that come to mind as command grab characters in Street Fighter are Zangief and Birdie.
Oh, I command grab you, you will be eating big damage.
Characters that use their stance to apply pressure. They can also use their stance for other purposes, usually the focal point of a character's game plan. Example, Lei Hulong has several stances. He is forced to use his stances to use Rage Drive mechanic in Tekken 7. Lei Hulong can do Ha-Ha Step to create a distance, which can be a defensive option. Leroy goes into a Wing Chun Hermit stance to access several moves that are unique to that stance only. Harun can do a right or left stance along with a left flamenco or right flamenco. He also has a different set of moves in all four stances. DOA also has a Taekwondo character called Rig that has something similar like this. If we look at Virtual Fighter, Lei Fei has different stances as well, and we have another character called Eileen who has a unique monkey stance as well. Rushdown, counter hit, poke, counter hit fishing. Characters looking for an opening by doing moves to open up your defense. Frame traps are used to have an advantage on frames so that they can either counter hit you or bait you into doing something into their advantage. Counter hit, reversal, with punishment or parry. Ninja, small characters in a roster for fighting games are usually fast and quick with moves that either recover quick or come out fast. So let's talk about frames. So if we both started off with 0 frames, our fastest move standing is 10 frames, which is a jab. I do a move that is +4 on block, you will be -4, which means the fastest move will come out 4 frames slower. So that would mean your move will come out at 14 frames. This means if I do a move, a 10 frame move with my +4 frames, it will beat your 10 frame move. Does this make sense to you? I'm going to show you some examples. Characters that do down forward 1 then try press buttons are usually -3 or -1. Kazumi can do magic 4 because down forward 1 is - frames on block and magic 4 is 11 frames. So if you do down forward 1 and you're -1 or -3, that means your next available move will either be 11 frames or 13 frames. Trade or it'll be counter hit. In DOA, Kazumi and Ayane are considered rushdown characters. Again, if we talk about Lars in Tekken, he gets in your face and wants you to press buttons so he can sidestep and whiff punish you with 1+2 or counter hit you with a down back 4, which leads to a full combo. We also have Steve that has the infamous counter hit back 1 So that move hits you for a full combo. He throws this move out to bait you into pressing buttons because it's safe. Feng also has back 1, which is a counter hit fishing tool that is known to most Tekken heads. Down forward 1 is 0 on block, so you can see if the opponent is mashing. Sidestep 1+2 is +1 on block, so if they press a button, then you can press back 1 and it will counter hit them and you can get a free shoulder, which is back 1+2.
Ah!
Unique character fighting styles, you would not see them in any other fighting game. Their game plan is different to pretty much the whole roster in their game. Not usually popular in fighter games, but they still can appear. In Fighters Mega Mix, they had a car. The man's a car. Say no more. Voldo in the Soul Calibur series has a weird and unique stance. Moves pretty differently to any other fighting game that I've ever seen. Zappa in Guilty Gear XX, he fights with his back towards opponents and can summon things. Never seen before in a fighting game, which is why I put him in this category. If we look at Virtual Fighter, we have Shun, who has a drink system. Now, the drink system allows him to access other moves. So the more drinks he has, is the more he can access other moves. And that makes him unique. 2D characters in Tekken 7 are unique for their 2D resources, which is implemented into a 3D fighter game, such as fireballs, meter, and more. But that can be a separate video in the future if requested. If you want me to do that, leave it in the comments section down below. Another thing I would like to add about 2D characters in Tekken is that they all have their own super moves as well, along with the meter, and they all have EX moves. So this is not in any of the other Tekken characters' move list. So this is what makes them unique. So we're now going to talk about mix-up archetype. So mix-up characters are characters that rely on 50-50s and knocking you down into either a repetitive pattern until you stop them or until you guess correctly. Most characters that are in this category do have some type of evasive properties as well. When we talk about evasive properties, we can talk about Ling Xiaoyu in Tekken 7 with her AOP stuff. If you do a mid while she's in AOP, sometimes it hits, but if you press down in AOP, it will miss. Anna's full crouch game in Tekken 7 is definitely mix up 50-50, because if she crouch, she can either sweep launch you, so she gets a combo, or she can either do her uppercut, which is a mid, and that's how she has a strong 50-50 game. You have to guess between both of those options. She has other options as well, but those are the two strong options for Anna. Master Raven has a great full crouch game where she can either sweep you or she can launch you with her mid uppercut, and she has a great back turn game. Mishimas, known as Kazuya, Devil Jin, and Heihachi, they all have 1-1-2, which you can use. You could do 1-1, and when you see that the opponent is getting hit by the 1-1, you can then confirm the 2 for either wall splat if you're Heihachi, or just for knockdown in open play. Kazuya and Devil Jin have a hell sweep or electric game. They can keep on going for electric, or they can keep on going for a hell sweep, or they will do a move that hits you mid until you stop them, which is very, very difficult. Then you have characters that have it all, which we call all-rounders. These characters have good command grabs, good poking, good counter hit tools, and so on. Ones that spring to mind are Dragunov, good throw game, good counter hit tools, evasive elbow, running 2 for pressure on block, if it hits, big counter hit combo. Bob, great pokes, strings, launch throw, command grab, good mix-ups, out of crouch dash. He has crouch dash 1+2, which is the mid that wall splats. He has crouch dash 1, which is the launcher currently, unless they change it in the future. And they have crouch dash 4, 1+2, which is the sweep bang. Then we have Fakram. That doesn't have a great throw game, but Fakram has range, he has counter hit pokes, he has great pressure, good punishment. Good mix-ups are 3-4, which is a mid-mid. He has 3-1 down 4, which is a mid kick, punch, and a low kick. Then he has 3-1, 4-4, and it can be delayed. And unique stuff like wall splat on block if you're next to the wall, and he also has a kick reversal and a punch reversal as well. Not to mention he has a 50-50 from mid-range, which is forward, forward, 4, 4-4-4, 3-1, or 4-4-4, 3-2. I'm done talking about Fakram, but I hope you lot enjoyed this video. If you lot wish to see more content like this, I know it's out of the ordinary, so some of you might like it, some of you may not. Please let me know in the comment section down below so I can know if you like this type of content and if I should do more. There are other great content creators who have similar videos that you can check out. Yo, remember to like, comment and subscribe. It's free and it helps me showcase this video into the algorithm. Also as well, there is many other great fighting game content creators that have done their own archetype videos, so make sure you go and check the playlist down below and show them some love as well. Other than that, we'll be on to the next video. Take it easy. Thank you.